Hello, wonderful. This is Sarah, and I want to tell you a phrase that will help you forgive yourself. Because if you had had a toxic parent, toxic partner, you may have gotten to the end of your rope and behaved in a way you weren't proud of. Maybe you yelled, maybe you did something out of character. According to Cornell University, people who end up in toxic relationships are often very open, agreeable, and conscientious. And conscientious means they're self aware. They want to do the right thing. It's why they forgive so easily. It's why they're willing to give people another turn, those types of things. Okay. It's conscientious. And they're willing to look at their own behavior. And if you're willing to look at your own behavior and change, you're not the toxic person. But let's say you didn't change earlier and you were in a toxic situation for a long time and you eventually got exhausted, you got tired, you reached the end of your rope. Okay? Here's a phrase that will help you forgive yourself. Who would be good at that? And I hear people describe years of terrible situations, of uncertainty, of getting yelled at, of bad behavior, of not knowing what's going on, of walking on eggshells, of these terrible situations. And I ask, who would be good at that? Who would be good at putting up with that? Who would be good at someone being that mean to them who was supposed to love them? Who would be good at dealing with that type of childhood? Who would be good at living in fear in your own home? Who would be good at that? I wouldn't, right? And I think it helps broaden the situation so people can understand, oh, okay, it's not because I'm just broken or stupid or whatever. Like, no one's really good at that. And quite often in toxic situations, we start telling ourselves, I'm strong enough to take it. I'm strong enough to take their bad moods. I'm strong enough to take their bad behavior. I'm strong enough to put up with it. They don't have anybody else. I'm strong enough to do that. And so then you really have to ask the question, well, should I be doing it? Is my purpose here on earth to help other people become the worst versions of themselves? Am I really here on this earth to help people behave badly and to cover over their mistakes? I don't think so, right? I doubt it. Okay. So ask yourself who would be good at that and start to give yourself some grace. If you put up with terrible situations and didn't act that great in the midst of them, you can do better, right? You can change your story. You can move forward and make your rope longer so you don't reach the end of your rope because you don't have someone always cutting it, right? And cutting your moods and cutting your energy and cutting your confidence. So next time you start to beat yourself up for this situation, ask yourself, who would be good at that?